Hey guys, this is Matthias from Roll Elite, and in the month of October I want to share with you three very exciting projects that are happening in the GTA. The first one is in downtown, the second one is in Markham, and then the third one is in the upper boundaries of Richmond Hill. The one in downtown is called 8 Cumberland, the one in Markham is called Angus Glen South Village, and the third one is called King East Estates. I got three reasons to bring you these very hot projects. Number one is the developers that are working on them. Number two is where they're located. Location, location, location. And number three is the value proposition that they're going to bring to you years down the road. Okay, so let's first begin to talk about 8 Cumberland, which is going to be built by the developer Great Golf. Now, Great Golf has a lot of great buildings in the core of downtown because they always pick the best locations. For example, you're going to know right away as you drive into downtown, this building called the One Bloor. It's this towering figure, one of the tallest buildings in downtown that has a really nice silhouette. You're going to notice it right away. That's located at Bloor and Yonge Street. That's when you just come into downtown. It's going to be the first building that you see. It's a very beautiful building, and that's a prime example. It's right around Yorkville. And another example would be Pace Condos. Pace Condos is at 155 Dundas Street. Again, another great example. Now, if you take a look at 8 Cumberland itself, Cumberland is actually nestled between Bloor Street and Yorkville. To the north side of 8 Cumberland, you have the Four Seasons Hotel. To the south side, you have Holt Renfrew, and it is about a 1-minute walk to Bloor and Yonge subway station. Needless to say, it's one of the best locations in Yorkville. A funny fact is just north side of 8 Cumberland is another project that just finished this year by a developer that I'm going to be talking about that built King Estates, which is Plaza. So as you can see, this is a very hot spot that everybody wants a piece of, and 8 Cumberland is right in there. Okay, so in terms of value proposition for 8 Cumberland, 8 Cumberland is going to be priced at about $1,600 to $1,700 per square foot. I know to many people that seems like an enormous number, and I do not deny that. It is not a cheap building. However, if you take a look at the buildings sold on Cumberland Street, for example, 88 Cumberland, the data supports that number. 88 Cumberland is selling at about $1,500 per square foot today in October. So if we account for just inflation alone in the next 4 years at about 2% per year, that's about 8 to 10% in 4 or 5 years. We multiply $1,500 per square foot times 1.1, we get about $1,650 to about $1,700 per square foot. So the numbers don't lie. Now, if you think about it, these developers have economists studying the crap out of this area, and demographics, immigration. So that number actually makes sense. So in summary, 8 Cumberland is backed up by a developer that knows what it's doing. It's nestled within the most pristine location in Yorkville. And number three, it's got great value proposition. The next two projects, I sort of want to talk about them together. Angus Glen South Village, which is going to be developed by Kyle Moore, and King East Estate, which is going to be developed by Plaza Corporation. Now, Plaza Corporation, you already know, I told you that they just built the building called the One Yorkville in downtown. They just finished this year, but perhaps you know them best by the 2 green towers located at Yonge and Shepherd that look like 2 green onions. Okay, so these are the developers. Again, look at that. They pick great locations. King East Estate is located at the upper boundaries of Richmond Hill at the intersection of King Road and Bathurst Street. Now, this is a relatively younger and newer neighborhood compared to the one in Angus Glen, which is located in the middle of Markham. The one in the Markham is going to have a bit more amenities and more choices for schools and probably higher ranking schools as well. Kyle Moore have been building communities for about 20 years in Markham, and they've taken some of the best land in Markham, which is situated between Major Mackenzie and 16th Street and between Kennedy and Warden. That big chunk of land pretty much most of the buildings that you see in there was built by Kyle Moore. And Kyle Moore is known for very high quality homes. So when Kyle Moore designs his home, it advertises that the Kyle Moore difference is a wellness home. So there are 20 different things that are listed here, and you can take a look at them, including how they think about the environment that the house is located in, what kind of lighting comes into the house, the window and doors that they use, the sound insulation, etc., etc. So you can take a look at some of the things that Kyle Moore adds to their home to increase the value of their homes. All right, so I want to compare these two because they bring very interesting value proposition to the table. Okay, and I want to talk about the starting price for both of them. So if you take a look at the King East Estates, they start at $900,000 for their townhomes at about close to 2,000 square foot. For the Kyle Moore communities, which is situated in Markham, the townhomes for similar size, about 2,000 square foot, start about $1.4 million. So that's about $500,000 of a difference. All right. One is in Markham, which is slightly more sought after in terms of location compared to the upper boundaries of Richmond Hill. So you got to think about these people that are families, perhaps, before the pandemic had to go to work. It's closer to go to downtown from Markham than it is from King Street, the upper boundaries of Richmond Hill. The interesting comparison for both of the projects comes when we talk about the single detached homes. For the Angus Glen South Village, it starts at about $1.8 million for 2,500 square foot. And for the King East Estate, it starts at about $1.5 million for 2,600 square foot. So for the Richmond Hill one, you're getting a bit more footage for less price. But for the Kyle Moore community, you are getting Angus Glen, which is in the center of Markham, with tons of amenities around and a very high quality home. So in conclusion, I think that both of these pre-construction projects are great picks. At the end of the day, it really depends on what your needs are. Now, if your pocket is not reaching as deep as $1.4 million for a townhome in Markham, I think the better choice is at the upper end of Richmond Hill, where you're getting a townhome of about similar price, only at $900,000. You are living in a newer community that is building day by day. It's developing at a quite fast rate, I want to say, at that place. And if you're traveling downtown, you can take the GO train, which ends up being about the same time if you travel from Richmond Hill compared to the location of Markham and Unionville. However, if you want a single detached home, if that is your plan, then I would go with the Kyle Moore community. For $1.8 million compared to $1.6 at Richmond Hill, you are getting a bit more of a home, more space. You are living in the center of Markham with more amenities, which at the end of the day, that is only going to benefit your family. So the choice is yours. Here are 3 projects that I am recommending for the month of October. I'm Matthias. I'm with Royal Elite Realty. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you want, you can subscribe to my channel. We're going to have updates with new pre-construction condos and then also giving you tips when you buy, sell, lease homes. Okay? Thank you very much for your time. See you next time.